Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel.
There's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings?
First things first, I just want to say thank you to each and every person that has reached out to me during my little hiatus, I guess you would call it, of not posting on YouTube. I've seen every single comment. I've even replied to some. People even reached out to me on Instagram, and it's just so heartwarming that you guys would check on me and encourage me to keep going with YouTube, because we don't personally know each other, and I'm so appreciative for each and every one of you guys. So now that we've gotten that out the way, let's get into this video, because I know you guys see the title. It's gonna be a juicy one. But before we continue, make sure that you like this video and subscribe and comment. First half of this video is just gonna be like a little bit of a life update, tell you guys what I've been doing, where I've been, where do I work. Obviously, we're in a new background, okay? I'm just gonna give you guys, like, spill the tea on myself a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the other part of the video, which is where I'm gonna be basically letting you guys know just how much the law of assumption and just being delusional has served me this past 9 months. I'm gonna just give you guys some examples, some things that I've learned, and, you know, just talk about the things that I like to talk about. First of all, can we get into the haircut? Can we get into the haircut? Round of applause for the haircut. It's giving me life. If you guys like the haircut, let me know in the comments below. I don't even know when the last time I posted a video on YouTube. I have filmed like a video to come back to YouTube probably like 5 times, and it just, the words wouldn't come. It was kind of weird, and I would just, either something weird would happen, like I'd run out of memory, just like weird, crazy stuff like that would happen. So it's like I never, I'm putting my fingers, I just haven't posted. I don't know, I just was living life. But let's get into this last 9 months, y'all, because it's been a doozy. And when I say a doozy, in a good and a bad way, okay? You see the new spot, okay? I'm in a brand new condo, and it's absolutely stunning. It's in one of the best buildings in Atlanta, and I just feel so blessed and so grateful to have manifested this for myself, created this for myself, and be able to pay for it all by myself, okay? Round of applause for that, because this was really one of those things that I actually had on my vision board last year. So this is one of the things I've manifested for myself, and I couldn't be more grateful. That's a major life update. So I am in a new condo, okay? I manifested this condo. It's damn near perfect. Like, it's damn near everything I ever like wanted in a condo. The only thing that I don't have is a bathtub, but I can always switch units. But I love this building. Like, that's the first like life update. I moved, and I moved at the top of the year, so December. Well, before the top of the year. I moved in December. Another thing, what else has happened? Oh, I went to Jamaica with my friends. It was an amazing time. I definitely manifested an international girls trip because I had never done one before, and it was so much fun. I had so much like just revelations on that trip, just about like my life and where I'm going. A lot of you guys want to know this, because obviously if you scroll back to the beginning of my channel, I was doing strip club vlogs, and I'm no longer probably gonna do strip club vlogs, but I do still work up at the strip club. Like, I still am a waitress at a strip club, and that has afforded me, I mean, so many things. I'm so grateful for it, and I don't see myself quitting anytime soon. To be honest with you, a lot of people try to make me feel, I won't say a lot of people, certain people in my life tried to make me feel some type of way for still working at the strip club, but I mean, it do what it does. It do what it does, and it does what it do. I don't even work that often, and it provides me the space and the freedom to be able to do other things. That's that update. I know a lot of people wanted to know. Another thing too, why it took me a long time to kind of come back to YouTube and post, imposter syndrome, like straight up imposter syndrome. And I will say too, like, even though I manifested so many things that I wanted to see in my life, that imposter syndrome was still kicking my butt. Like, I was still feeling so, I guess, I don't want to say unworthy, because definitely I definitely battled with unworthiness in certain aspects, but with YouTube, it was more like, how can I be someone that made strip club vlogs and then like be someone who wants to talk about like mindset and personal development, but that's just who I am. Like I literally work at the strip club. I literally have been doing personal development work, inner work for a really long time. That's just who I am. Like that's literally the balance of my personality. So at first I felt like how are they gonna understand? Like how is YouTube gonna receive it? Like how are the people on YouTube gonna receive it? You know, how are people gonna view me? And so that was like another thing that kind of stopped me from posting, just because I was like nervous. Like obviously you guys have seen some of the videos that I posted are definitely just like about like mindset and stuff, but I didn't go hard with it because I don't know, I just felt like an imposter. I felt like who are you to be doing that? But again, like the second half of this video is going to be all about being delusional, being audacious, and just how to use the law of assumption to really get everything that you want out of life, like for real, like for real. On to part 2 of this video, okay? Listen, when I tell you the law of assumption changed my life, that's really what I was doing. If I had to give you one answer as to what I was doing the past 9 months, it was really applying the law of assumption. And not even perfectly, you guys. Let my testimony be, you know, the proof that you need to know that you don't have to be perfect to manifest exactly what you want. You don't need a technique, and you don't need to have perfect emotions. You don't have to have perfect thoughts. Like you need to be able to apply the law of assumption and let it ride, and just try every day to be 1% better in your mood and in your state, and just really try to change your thoughts. But I'm gonna get into that, okay? Being delusional actually saved me, okay? Being delusional, because some people, they call like the law of assumption delusional, which is fine. Like I don't really subscribe to what people say things are, like, because in my mind it is what I say it is. So people can call it delusional. I call it applying the law of assumption. And if you don't know what the law of assumption is, I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm not gonna give you like the textbook definition because I didn't write it down. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm gonna give you my perspective of it. At this point, I'm sure you've seen like 1,000 videos of the law of assumption and like what it means and who coined the term, etc., etc. Okay, the law of assumption is basically you manifesting what you want to see on the external through this idea of living in the wish fulfilled, right? So you're assuming that what it is that you want, what it is that you want to create is already created and it's already done. And you're living in that state. So a lot of people say online that the feeling state or the end state or the feeling of the wish fulfilled, there's so many different ways people say it. It's like an actual like heightened emotion, which it definitely can be. But from my experience, just simply assuming it is enough. And what I mean by simply assuming it is what, like I said, people will consider being delusional. Like for example, with this condo, and I'm saying this condo has celebrities in it, it has lawyers in it. Like I've met some record executives, like people who live in the condos that I live in. I mean, they have way more money than me. But I was delusional enough to say, look, I can afford it even when I didn't see the money in my bank account. Like we're gonna talk about that. I didn't even see the money in my bank account at one point when I first started manifesting this condo. I didn't have the money in my bank account to be able to afford it at that time, but I assumed that I was gonna be able to afford it. I just told myself, and you just have to honestly train your own mind. So a lot of this work has to do with training your own mind and being able to control your mind, because you are not your mind. Your mind is something that you have. So anything that you have shouldn't be able to control you. When it came to this condo, even though like people that I loved around me were like, you're crazy, like you cannot afford this. Like how are you, like why do you even need to live in a condo? But it was something that I held in my vision, something that I had always wanted. I had always wanted to live in a condo. And honestly, I feel like I said this in other videos here, that after I left my last place, I wanted to be in a condo. You simply just need to assume, no, like I'm the person that gets what they want. Even if you don't assume like, oh, I'm gonna be able to afford it. Cause I didn't even go that far. I don't even think I had those like thoughts often, like, oh, like I never like affirmed to myself, I'm gonna be able to afford it, I'm gonna be able to afford it. I just assumed that I get to have what I want. And it gets to be easy, and I get to have what I want, and it gets to be easy, and I get to have what I want, and it gets to be easy, and I get to have what I want. Like, just assuming that is enough, because our brains are so incredible because they're like computers. Like we are literally like machines. Our brains are like computers, and you can program your brain to believe anything you want. And 9 times out of 10, you're already programmed to believe things. And these things are called your subconscious beliefs. These are like basically the way we were conditioned as children via the media, via our parents, via teachers, authority figures, just our friends. We're basically preconditioned to have all of these beliefs. But if you can repeat a belief, repeat something to yourself so many times, then you will start to reprogram yourself. And then your mind, we can use our mind to benefit us. Our minds don't have to be our enemies, you know? A lot of people think that the mind is the enemy. The mind is really not the enemy. The mind can actually be your best friend if you know how to use your mind correctly. So basically what I did is I just repeated to myself, it was a couple different like general beliefs that I just tried to like jam and reprogram into myself, even amidst just like maybe my relationship falling apart or having money issues and stuff like this. I just held certain assumptions and beliefs about myself and about what I get to have in life. And here I am in this condo with all of these people that probably have 100 times what I have in my bank account right now. But I've also manifested thousands and thousands of dollars as well. Like one manifestation that I brought to life, I actually told myself that I wanted to make $10,000 in one night. I told myself that. I said, I wanna make $10,000 in one night. And I didn't try to make it happen. It's just a thought that I had. And again, my beliefs were, my assumptions were, I get to have what I want. Why can't I have what I want? Like, I get to have what I want. And I just kept telling myself that whenever anything would pop up in my life that was just kind of like, I don't like that. No, I get to have what I want. This doesn't get to be my story, period. Sometimes you have to tell reality like, stir. No, this is not what I want. I want this, okay? I made $10,000 in one night. Was it this year? In December. I manifested the $10,000 night in my condo in the same month. I'm telling you, if I have some proof, I think I have videos or like proof, I might add it in here, even though if you don't believe me, then like, I don't really care. But yeah. Some people are gonna call it delusional, which is fine, which is what certain people in my life called it, like delusional, that's irresponsible, that's this, that's that. And I'm like, listen, God provides. God provides. The universe is limitless. God is limitless. If you have that faith and you have that assumption, that was another big assumption that I had too, which was God is my unlimited, endless, and unfailing supply. That I feel like is what manifested for me. But it wasn't something that I affirmed to myself all day. I know people use like robotic affirmations and stuff like this, which I do listen to affirmations overnight. Like I have a couple of those on my channel. They definitely work, but it was more so me, like whenever something would happen, I would just be like, oh no, God is my unlimited supply. Like on a slow night, I would say, you know what, God is my unlimited and unfailing supply. And even if the money didn't come right then, which a lot of the time I would manifest a crazy amount of money just because I said that, or it would come like the next day or the next week or whatever, and it would be so crazy. And I'm just like, it just started happening, and the point where I'm just like, is this me? Am I manifesting this? But it's not crazy. This is the way life is supposed to be because we're always creating. We are creators. We're always creating. Everything is an instant manifestation of your beliefs and who you identify as, okay? Your self-image and all of these. I hope my makeup looks good in like real life because I can't really tell because this light is so bright and I can't really tell with the camera, but it looks cute, right? It looks cute. If you made it this far in the video, actually, can you drop a cloud in the comments? Because I want to know like if you guys are like watching all the way. And you guys are so good about that, like really communicating with me like, girl, we're here, we're watching, we're here. You can hold an assumption long enough, meaning you tell yourself this every day whenever anything pops up that's undesirable, or even when you just have a thought, it's gonna harden into a fact in your belief system, so then our minds are gonna start to try to make that be true for us. You ever notice, like, if you start off the day on the wrong side of the bed, then you're gonna find things to complain about. And it's gonna just be this cycle of just having a bad day until you say, no, I'm gonna have a good day. And then you can change how your mind kind of says like, okay, I'm gonna have a good day. And it's gonna start looking for the good in things. It takes a little bit of practice, but honestly, don't let anybody scare you from this work, because it does take practice, but practice, we have our whole lives, babe. Every day, if you can just have a better thought, like a close, I think Abraham Hicks calls it like the closest better feeling emotion. If you could just try to do that every single day, you're gonna see it shift, I'm telling you. And it's gonna be so easy to manifest, because it's easy to manifest BS, right? It's easy to manifest amazing things too. Like, I have spoken so many things into existence. You can do it too. You don't need to beg anybody. You need to beg the universe. You need to beg anyone or anything for anything. You are the creator of your reality. You don't have to beg. Do not function in your reality like a peasant. You need to function in your reality like you're a queen, like you're a king. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a cute little eye look. It's just gonna be a really like sheer pink glittery eye. So I'm just gonna do that really quick while I tell you guys what happened to me. Tell me why my car got stolen. My car got stolen. Like, what? It was just me. Honestly, it was kind of my fault, even though like someone stealing your car is crazy. Like, why would you steal my car? Like, that's crazy. But babe, I'm not even stressed about it. You know why? Because I had to realize that I had a new car on my vision board. I was like, wait, my last vision board had a brand new car in it. I'm gonna tell you guys the car is a Lexus. I really wanted my next car to be a Lexus. I already had that in my mind. And when I found out my car was stolen, of course, I was like, what the heck? Any person, any sane person is gonna be like, what the, like, they're gonna be like, how, and who, and why, and put them under the jail. But I had to really go back to my teachings, okay? Teachable moment, it's not even an active manifestation, but I had definitely put out in the ethers that I wanted a new car. Like, I did, and honestly, I had kind of been back and forth about it, because I'm like, my car is paid off. I really don't care to pay a car note, even if it is for a really cute luxury car. Like, I'm enjoying not having a car note. But again, like I said, God provides. Like, maybe this situation is, actually not maybe, this situation is a blessing, and this situation is either going to bring me my car back that I worked hard to pay off, and I'll get to like get the repairs that I want, or it's gonna bring me a new car, and either way I win. Like, I'm already calling it. And I'm gonna update you guys when it does work out for me and be like, new car, who this? New car, who this? Or I'll have an update that says, hey, like, they found my car, whatever the case. Like, either way I win. But that's really how you guys should look at life. Like, either way, everything is rigged in your favor. And if you look at things like that, baby, you're going to win. You're going to be a winner. That's a winner mindset. Because winners, even when you fall, even when you feel like you failed, even when you don't feel like you did your best, even when you feel like, you know, like, how could this happen to me? No, nothing is happening to you. Things are happening for you. And some people will think that that's delusional, but no, that's not delusional, babe, because why is it delusional to think in your favor? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself why you think it's delusional to think in your favor. Ooh. Okay, you guys, here's the finished look. If you guys are still here, I absolutely adore you. I will see you in the next one. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings?